Every year around the same time, Dead by Daylight releases a special event called Haunted by Daylight for their players to experience the Halloween times in the fog. And boys, there are a lot to talk about. Now I'm going to split this into two sides, of course, for Survivor and Killer as usual, so remain patient with me. Now if you're playing one of these events before, you're truly not missing much, especially because the 2022 event is very similar to the 2023 event. There's just a couple few features that they changed in the game that I want to talk about for people returning into the game or people that are newer to the game or maybe have played a past event. So comparatively to the 2022 event, there's event items in the game that includes All Hallows Eve lunchbox replaced with the medkit, the Will-O-Wisp for the flashlight, the Blight Serum, which gives you additional haste boost upon use of 200%, gains an additional token for rushes that will temporarily replace your power in replace of that, the Broken Bulb, an add-on to the Will-O-Wisp that increases the beam's brightness and duration, and of course the spookiness of it all, then the Refined Serum that will increase survivor moving speed for 5% for the next 16 seconds, and if you have made for this, please don't jump in my killer lobbies. Along with all of this, the Arcane Dowsing Rod, which gives you additional blood points for the event. None of this is really new information, just gives you an extra 100% for blood points as far as the event, but all of this stuff was in last year's event. With that out of the way, I can get into the real changes for the 2023 event, starting with the Void Portal. And to be fully honest with you guys, I have seen no real benefit to jumping in portals besides tilting killers from the survivor side, and by all means, it is hilarious. Upon gathering void energy from one of the 7 generators placed on the map, or destroying pumpkins as a survivor around the map, there will be unstable rifts. It will appear to you as a black hole in the middle of the map. You will be able to deposit that void energy into the rift to open them up. Also helpful to know, you can only hold 15 at a time to a maximum of 30 void rift energy, but placing these into the black hole will open up a void, and of course if you're playing killer, you will gain them by hooking each and every survivor. Okay, sounds pretty simple, right? From playing inside the void appears a very small piece of the map, and you suffer from permanent exhaustion, and if you're injured, your character will remain broken. Gotta talk about the survivor side here. Also, if you get hooked inside the void, the survivor gets teleported back into the real map outside the void. Here's the part that is really interesting. If you enter a portal, let's say being in the middle of a chase, you can enter the void and teleport to a different side of the map as long as it's not the same portal you took. An easy way to get out of a situation that can mean dying or going down. From the killer side, while being inside the void, gain the undetectable status effect, but lose access to your power, including Mori's. Now here's another cool feature inside the void. When you interact with haunts inside the void, these little very scary ghosts will appear inside the void once you enter the portal. For the next 30 seconds, with interacting with one of those little ghost guys, with interacting with one of those haunts for the next 30 seconds, gain a 10% haste status effect, plus endurance for that duration, increase your blessing, cleansing, healing, and unlocking by 20%, and recharge held items like flashlights and medkits 50%. That is wild. Now outside the void, the haunt that you interacted with will reveal its aura to you, as it said, awaiting temporarily with that effect of the survivor's choosing. Either stay close for the haunt for 2 seconds and gain 15% haste for the next 3 seconds, or lure the killer into the haunt mid-chase for a scare that stuns the killer for 5 seconds. And now the killer haunts. Killer's benefit for the next 30 seconds is as follows. Grants a 10% haste status effect and undetectable, increase your breaking, damaging, and snuffing by 20%, and reduce the cooldown for missed basic attacks by minus 20%. Once the killer is outside the void, aura reveals for the haunt once again, and gives 1 of 2 benefits for the killer of your choosing. Approaching the haunt and staying close for 3 seconds, gain 15% haste for the next 3 seconds, or lure the survivor in mid-chase and hinder them by minus 15% for 3 seconds. With all that being said, this was a big part of changes from the 2022 Haunted by Daylight to 2023. As far as the hauntings, as far as the voids, there's also new cosmetics. They bring back some oldies like Dwight's toilet paper costume and so forth. My favorite is obviously the Fang costume. I'm rocking that all day long. As you guys know, I am a Fang main. Us Fang mains stay together. Now, without going too off on a tangent here, this all being possible with access to their new edition of Dark Trinkets, which can be used by earning throughout the Haunted by Daylight Rift, and to be honest, the challenges are not that difficult to complete. All through game interaction is made pretty simple, and then once you collect enough through challenges, you can make your way to the Haunted by Daylight collection and purchase using those Dark Trinkets. Be very wary of this. I don't think you're going to be able to earn enough to get everything in the rift as far as the collection, so use your trinkets wisely. I'm not too sure. I haven't been able to get to the end, obviously, because it's still early in the event, but just be wary that you might not be able to use all your dark trinkets to get every single costume, so purchase wisely. And it's a great time to be real because behavior has always made it where if you're playing free to play, you have zero access to new cosmetics and new characters in the game, so I feel like this is a healthy mechanic. Besides the charms, Behavior definitely loves charms more than we do. Guys, I really wanted to dig into the changes here that are great for people returning to the game or newer players. I know there's more stuff alongside this event, but a lot of it is returning from the 2022 Haunted by Daylight. But let me know what you guys think. Are you enjoying the new event? I personally really like this event so far. It's new and exciting. I haven't had this much fun since the anniversary event with fake pallets. Just made the game hilarious and gave us a fresh mindset. And exciting for Behavior because this is a healthy event for all of us to play, and cool they're trying new things with the current meta of the game. But sound off in the comment section how you're feeling and if you're loving it. I have been working extremely hard on making content, and it does take me hours and hours to put these together. If you do enjoy, please do leave a like to support the channel and blow up these videos. Without further ado, I'm jumping back in the fog and goofing around on this event. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.